What up, Kayla's crew, and welcome to Kayla's Eat and Greet. So today I'm doing some homemade lemon pepper wings with a side of just cold carrots, raw carrots, and some homemade ranch. Um, I was really craving some wings, and also I remembered that I had mentioned my lemon pepper wing recipe a while ago. You guys see how easy it was. Literally just some seasonings and air fry it. I air fried it for 22 minutes, 12 on the first side, 10 on the next. And these are really big wings, like they're fat, so you might be able to do less, I'm not sure, but let me show you one of these guys up close. It looks and smells so delicious. Let me give it a try. Ooh, hot. Cooked really well in the center, not overcooked, and it is perfectly seasoned. When I do the lemon pepper seasoning, it has a little bit of sodium in it, so I don't add any salt. I added a couple other seasonings, but it's really just for like some more complexity and flavor. But it's good just with the lemon pepper. But this is so good. I haven't had wings in a while. Well, I guess since my tandoori wings video, huh? What did I do? I did the butter chicken pizza and tandoori wings. Those were from a restaurant too, and that was amazing. These are really hot, you guys. It's burning my little fingertips. Come on, break apart. This is only $5 for like all. This is 10 wings. At my butcher shop, this was $5. And I'm like, wow, I didn't realize how like cheap chicken is. I don't know, at least to me that seems pretty cheap. Cleanse the palate here. These last couple carrots were getting old. So I was a little nervous, but they taste great. Still got a crunch to them. Like when I picked the actual carrots up, they were like wobbly. I'm like, oh no. But seem fine now. Oh, and this ranch, I literally just throw a tablespoon of mayo, a teaspoon of dill, like dried dill, and then, oh, that's it. And then a couple splashes of half and half, because I had some in the fridge, just to thin it out. That's all I did. So I don't even know if that's technically ranch, but it tastes like ranch to me. Oh my god. I think technically ranch also maybe has like sour cream in it or something. And there was probably other seasonings other than dill, but just whipped it up real quick, you know. I wanted something to dip my carrots in, and maybe the wings actually. I know some people eat the like gristle or cartilage. I can't chew it. All right, we got a little wing here. Let's try it dipped. This is out of this world. This is kind of a higher calorie meal for me actually, but I don't think I'm gonna finish the wings. I didn't realize how big they were gonna be when I ordered 10 of them. And got them home and took them out of the bag that they give me, and I was like, whoa, these are like huge. I don't know if you guys can really tell the size of these. Man, this one looks nice and crispy. Yeah, they do have like little hairs on them. I think that's just part of the feathers. I eat that. I don't really care. Mmm. Totally edible. Mmm. So I have good news, guys, today to share with you. Really good news. For me. Like, at least I'm happy. Mm. Mm. Oh, there's more meat on this one. Mm. When I eat wings, I get so focused and I don't talk much. So, hope you guys are enjoying the eating. If you're having dinner with me, let me know down in the comments. What are you eating? Mm. Let me wipe myself off, clean up. I want to tell you guys my good news. Okay, I'm back. So most of you or some of you who have been following me know that back in May, I always give the spiel, I'm sorry, just because if someone's new, they don't know. But back in May, I got some blood work done that stated that I was pre-diabetic. So like my blood glucose, my fasting blood glucose was high, but also my A1C was high, and A1C measures like your average blood glucose. It's like tongue twisters all over the place. It measures your average blood glucose for like over the last 3 months or whatever. So those are like two little signs that you're having blood sugar issues. And I did. Mine were both high. And I took it very seriously, and I changed my entire diet and been eating better and eating whole grains instead of processed carbs. I've been eating different oils and definitely less carbs as well than I used to. And no fast food unless it's a treat day and I might want to try something, but typically, yeah, I cook every single meal or prepare it at home. But anyway, my doctor's appointment, basically, so like that was it back in May, and my doctor's like, well, we can't recheck your blood for another like 6 months or so because that A1C only goes back to 3 months, and we need to at least wait 3 months to do that. So I'm like, okay, so let's see if I can make these changes in 6 months. So my doctor's appointment is coming up December 29th. So that's still coming up here in the future. However, she had put some blood work in for me to go get for before our doctor's appointment, like the next time, so that we can talk about that during our visit. So I was like, I think it was on December 14th. I'm like, I'm just going to go in and get it today because I had already been fasting. I had some time to go get it, like before I went and like ate lunch or something. I was like, I'm fasting. I want to go get it now. So, the holidays are coming up. I don't know what their hours are going to be at the clinic. So I went and got it. Long story short, I got the results the other day. They came to my email, and then I opened up the My Chart to see what the results are. I was so nervous clicking on it, but you guys, when I clicked on it, the number was below the threshold for pre-diabetic range for both, for my just regular blood sugar, and for the A1C. So as far as I know, like the doctor hasn't put any message in about it or anything. I just get the actual physical results, like the numbers. But as far as I know, I am no longer pre-diabetic. So yay! I did it. It's been 7 months, almost like 6.5 months. And I am so happy. And I'm not just like proud of myself, which I am proud of myself. I'm just like happy that what I was doing was correct and it worked. Because the whole time I was like having doubts, like, should I just not be eating carbs at all? Should I not be eating like whole wheat and whole grain stuff? Should I just like cut them out and go keto? And I didn't know, and I didn't want to go keto. And especially my doctor told me not to go keto. So it just confused me, and I didn't understand. I don't know. So I was just worried the whole time that maybe my blood sugar is still bad. And it's still high. So, but no, it's not. So the threshold for the A1C was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it said 5.7%. Like once you hit 5.7%, you are pre-diabetic. But mine was at 5.6, so I'm right under. What it was at my last blood work checkup was 6.4, so it was actually a lot higher than the 5.7. Now it's 5.6, so I'm still like on the higher range of normal. So I'm obviously still going to be doing all the same things. And even after I get completely normal, I'm going to still be eating the same way. Because this has been a lifestyle change and not like, oh, it's just a diet to get my blood sugar down. Well, let's go back to eating fast food every meal. That would not be smart because then I would just end up in the same place. So Yeah, like that's the thing, but I'm still gonna try to be improving my blood sugar over the course. I don't know. I don't know when my next doctor's appointment will be after December, but that was graceful, guys. Sorry. Um, yeah. Whenever that next doctor's appointment is, I'll try to make more progress before then too. So I've just been really happy the last couple days because honestly, the last couple weeks before the last couple days, before I found this out, were just really hard for me. I don't know. I was just in a funk, in a depression. Oh my God. You guys, make wings at home. I swear to God, they're better than Wingstop. They're better than Buffalo Wild Wings, like anywhere else you can go. I swear. Making them at home, they're so tender, fall off the bone. And you know what's going in them. You know what seasonings are going in them. You know, you can kind of control what oil you use if you use any. I've actually done these because you guys saw today in my little intro, I did put a little avocado oil in there to help the seasoning stick to the chicken. But usually what I do with these wings, I don't use any oil. I just sprinkle the lemon pepper seasoning on it and then put it right in the air fryer. Because this already has fat and the skin is on the outside, so the skin is going to get crispy whether you use oil or not. So to make this even less calories, don't use any oil. It tastes just as good. I do like it better with the mix of seasonings though. Like I put a little bit of Cajun, I put a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of paprika and onion powder. I put extra pepper on it. Just lemon pepper, and my lemon pepper isn't peppery enough, so. Damn. Yeah, this is some good stuff. You hear that? Cartilage. Oh, so the reason I don't like the drumettes, I only like the wingettes or the flats. I feel like the drumettes have more gristle on them, more fat, and they're harder to eat. They're harder to get them clean, the bones clean. I feel like the flats have more good meat on them, you know? I enjoy eating them more. I don't enjoy eating the drumettes. I'm like, oh, a drumette. Well, I want to get I want to have some chicken. I like the flavor of the chicken, but the act of eating it is not fun. And I feel like eating wings should be fun. I don't know. But yeah. So I'm super happy about my health. It's going in the absolute right direction. My triglycerides also went down a little bit too. Maybe 50 points. They were at 250 or something. So yeah, they're still high. That has not completely been corrected. I don't remember exactly what triglyceride. Man, another tongue twister. I don't exactly know or remember what triglycerides are or what they do. I think they're fat storage. So it makes sense since I have a lot of fat storage on me, I would have higher triglycerides, but I don't know if that's what it is. I can't remember. Yeah, but either way, that's still something I'm working on. My cholesterol looks great. My VLDL went down a lot, and I knew it would because I stopped eating processed foods. And if you guys don't know, VLDL is very large density lipoproteins, I think. So you know how there's HDL and LDL? HDL cholesterol is the good cholesterol. LDL cholesterol is the bad cholesterol. Let's quote, quote unquote. VLDL are the really bad cholesterol. And you can find that out by taking your total cholesterol, subtract HDL, subtract LDL, and whatever's left, is the very large particles. That's if your doctor doesn't automatically just do that math and like put it in there. Like my doctor now puts my VLDL number in there, but it's just you just subtract those from the total. So yeah, my cholesterol is getting better actually. My HDL has never been high. My HDL is the good one. That one's always been a little bit on the low end. Not lower than it needs to be, but like, you know, if it's like 50 to 150, it's at 58 or something. So it's on the lower end of normal. But my LDL has always been low as well, like really low. But you know why? I'm pretty sure it's because there are a lot of VLDLs. So yeah, those got healed up, I guess, this past 6 months because, God, more gristle. Because the LDL went up like 10 points. Not high still, because it was really low. That went up like 10 points, and then the VLDL went down more than 10 points, like a lot. So I feel like those cells are getting, or those particles are getting repaired or going away. The very large ones, so I'm happy about that. Anyway, enough about my boring medical numbers. I appreciate you guys like listening to me though, because so I don't ever want to like come on here and bitch about people I know. I'm not really doing that, but I did like try to tell Bud, my brother, about all this. And maybe I will eat all these. Anyway, yeah. Actually, I was holding my phone. I went out in the living room. I'm like, oh, Bud, my test results are in. My blood work. He's like, oh, okay, cool. And I was sitting there on the couch. I think he was like on his phone or watching football or something. He was like doing something. But I was kind of sitting there like looking at it, and he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of like nervous to click on, because I had the page open, the my portal, you know, and the results were right there. I was just like nervous to click it because like, and I explained this to him too. I was like, it's just like I've been working towards this for 7 months. Like, I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous to see the number, because what if it's not good, or what if it's not as good as I want it to be, or I don't know, I'm just nervous to see it. And Bud's like, it's just a number. The number doesn't matter. And I'm like, yeah, but it does though, to me. And it's not like we had an argument about it. We just had a voicing of opinions very loudly about it. And he made it very clear that he's not proud of me for achieving this blood glucose number. I don't know if that implied that maybe he's proud of me for just, but it did seem like he's not proud of me, which is fine. I don't really need him to be proud of me. I'm proud of myself. But he was like, he thought it was all due to my health anxiety, and that's why this whole thing happened. He's like, you saw that number, you saw that you were pre-diabetic, you saw that number, and you got scared, so you changed your whole life. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, sure. What's wrong with that, you know? Like, why are you attacking me? And he's like, yeah, like the only reason you care about that number is because of your health anxiety. I'm like, I don't know, like I feel like maybe a normal person without health anxiety would get a little bit worried if they were told by their doctor they had pre-diabetes. And yes, that does correspond to the number. My blood sugar number and my A1C do correspond to me having pre-diabetes or not having it. So, I don't know. It was a whole thing. I don't want to get into like all of it, but it was a little frustrating for me, and he made me feel like I was wrong for thinking that it was, because then I did obviously like, eventually clicked on the number and I said, oh my God, I'm not, yeah, good, I did it. He's like, yeah, well, I'm not proud of you for like hitting a number, like the number. I think he was trying to make a point. He was like, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel? And I'm like, I feel good. And he's like, yeah, you feel good, so that's what matters. The number doesn't matter. I'm like, I get that. I get that the number itself, like, kind of just like the number on the scale, doesn't really matter. But it does kind of correspond to how you feel, because the number on the scale for me is also lower, and I also feel better. And I know that's not because of my weight. It's because of just me changing like what I've been eating, and it's not depressing me as much, and it's not, you know, I'm more motivated and all this stuff. There's a lot of reasons. It's not just the physical weight that was like holding me back before from feeling perfectly fine. And it also wasn't just the blood sugar, but I kept saying like, yeah, but to me the number does matter, because it signifies that I was doing well. I did the right thing, and I accomplished it. I accomplished something. And I feel like, even just for that, like, he should be proud of me, even if he doesn't care about what I'm accomplishing. Like, if he did something with, like, some video game he was playing or a fantasy football league that I didn't really care about, and he was, like, super proud of himself for achieving something with it, I would still be proud of him, even though, like, I didn't have a personal interest in it. Like, I wasn't, like, obsessed with it or something. You know, he's not obsessed with my health or my blood sugar, and I don't expect him to be, but it'd be nice if I got a little bit of, like, understanding from him. Not even, like, I don't even really want him to be proud of me. It's just, like, I don't know. It was just frustrating to kind of, like, be having this moment and him completely dismissing it, and not even just dismissing it, but, like, downplaying it and being like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, none of this matters. Basically how I'm feeling doesn't matter because it's just your anxiety and you need to get over it. And I'm like, that's really easy to say. And he's like, yeah, I guess it is easy to say. And I'm like, but at the same time, I don't really want to change that. What? Like, should I have just, when I got that test result back in May saying I was pre-diabetic, should I have just been like, oh, cool. Anyway, let's eat more McDonald's, and let's eat more Doritos, and let's eat more ice cream, whatever the fuck I ate. Mac and cheese. I don't even know what I ate anymore. I didn't eat ice cream, honestly. No, that would have been, I just feel like that would have been very destructive, because I'd already been being destructive. But doing that when knowing you were in a very dangerous position with your body, especially because diabetes runs in my family, and my grandma died of diabetes. Why would I continue on that path? I feel like all of it, it does mean something. Like, it not and I wasn't even focusing on just the number. It was like just the fact that the test results show that I made progress and I was no longer pre-diabetic. Why can't I be happy about that? Why can't I be excited? Why can't I be nervous to click on it? He completely dismissed it, and I was irked, irritated. But that's just how he feels, and he is never ever going to change his opinion about something, usually, unless he's proven wrong. And something like this, you can't prove. There's not really right and wrong in this situation. But I've decided in this situation, I'm also not going to budge. Like, I feel how I feel. I am proud of myself for accomplishing my huge goal of reversing prediabetes, which I literally did in 7 months. By making some different food choices and learning a lot. And like, okay, it hasn't even just been like, okay, 3 meals a day, I'm going to, like, make a different decision. No, I have, like, meal planning, and I have to go shopping, and I watch all these videos, not even about, like what to buy at the grocery store and shopping and stuff, but how my body works, how your digestive system works, what supplements I should be taking. Like, it's been my whole life. And he was just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. What do you guys think? I don't know. Am I being a little bit crazy? And this is the crazy thing too. Like, I am not even that upset about it. It just bothered me a little bit. But that's how boring my life is. Because if something bothers me just a little bit, that's the only thing going on in my life. So I'm going to talk to anyone about it. Like, I was telling my sibling about this yesterday. We were gaming. Actually, after we were gaming, the other guy left, and then I stayed. And I just bitched about my life a little bit. Well, not just bitched, but we talked about good stuff too. We talked about Christmas and what we're going to do. But yeah, if any little thing happens in my life, I will tell any single soul, because that's all I got going on, man. So if you guys are thinking, like, oh no, there's a rift between Miranda and Bud, like, are they okay? We're okay. We're fine. It wasn't even that big of a deal. We kind of just, like, both had a disagreement, like, very loudly, and then moved on. And maybe you say I didn't move on, because it doesn't seem like I did, but I don't know. I just kind of wanted to tell you guys about that, because as you guys know, I changed my whole mukbang. Like, I don't do that many mukbangs anymore. And for a while, for at least a few months, I did 0 mukbangs. I started doing vlogs. You know, everything changed in my life from this. And to just be shut down and, like, almost felt like I was stupid for doing it. And, like, I know I'm not. But it's hard to not let what other people think affect me. Obviously, because I grew up with someone who... Let's not even get into that. My dad. But... it's honestly not that big of a deal. It's just something that I wish could be different. And there's other things I wish could be different with Bud too. I mean, that's just part of having family members and living with them and living with people in general. Is there are times when that person, they're just a person, dude. Like, they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you to give you what you need. Like, if I need him to be proud of me, even if I did, I don't need him to be proud of me. But if I did, it's not his job to have to do that. Like, he can't control how he feels, right? Or, like I was talking about a while back, like, if I need him to participate in Christmas, but he needs to not because he can't do Christmas without getting crazy depressed, I can't. He's one person. Like, I can't be 100% completely dependent on him to make my Christmas a success or make me feel good about Christmas. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things that, of course, I wish were different, but I wish there were things different with everyone, with myself, like with just the world. The world sucks sometimes, and you just kind of have to like be like, okay, that's part of who that person is, or that's part of how the world is, or that's part of who I am, and either I can't deal with that and I'm gonna work on it and change it, or I'm gonna talk to that person about it or leave them or whatever. Or I can compromise and I'm fine with that. It's just have to realize that's who they are. I'm going to accept it. So yeah, Bud is great to live with. He's an amazing brother. He's my best friend in the entire world. And that's why we can kind of talk honestly like that with each other, like kind of like back and forth, like me being like, do you understand where I'm coming from? He's like, yeah, I understand, but like, you're stupid. And like, we're just talking, he didn't say that. I don't think he actually said you're stupid, but we get a little bit into it sometimes. And I was like, I even told him, I was like, you sound like you're mad at me. And because, you know, we're getting loud, and then I have to like check. I'm like, wait, are you actually mad at me? He's like, yeah, kind of, but like laughing, you know. He's like, yeah, kind of, like da 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 da. So I mean, it's all in good fun. Like it's a good part of our relationship. I think that we can be super honest with each other and just like voice our opinions and not be devastated by things like that. Like I'm not devastated by it, but man, it just kind of bummed me out that day that I was like, man, this is a moment for me, and I'm kind of just like in this other movement with Bud where I'm like, oh, should I not feel excited about this? Should I not feel good about this? So I got over it and I realized, yes, I should feel good about this, and I do. So fuck everything else, man. Like, I did awesome. Oh, by the way, I'm kind of full. I have, 4 left. I might eat one more. Just cleanse that palate. Which one looks the best? This one or this one? They all look good. This one. Oh, this is the smallest one, but it's the crispiest. It's probably why it's the crispiest, because it's smaller and it cooked a little bit more. Out of this world. So much meat on these, you guys. I think the main problem with wings is like a lot of it is surface area, so a lot of it is the skin. So it's probably very high fat, thus high calorie. This is probably all. What I've eaten though, what I've eaten is probably like 500 calories, 600. I feel like all of this would have been like 750, 8. I don't know. I looked it up too. I looked up what the calories were for just like a single raw chicken wing, a flat, and I cannot find a consistent answer. I'll find an answer that says 1 wing is 90 calories. Another one will say 2 wings is 250 calories. Like, that doesn't add up. 90 times 2 is 180. But then a different one says 2 of them are 250. I'm like, okay. I don't know. So I guess I'll put in my tracker. Oh yeah, because by the way, these didn't have nutrition facts on them because they came from the butcher shop. They just put them in a bag. So like these specific ones I don't know. So I have to put in generic, like a generic one in my food tracking app. So yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of wing that one. I might go high on the calorie side and be like, okay, 2 equals 250. So that means, oh shit. So it's 7 wings. So like 750. Am I doing the math right? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Wait, so 250. 1 wing would be 75. No. 125? Yeah. So 1 wing is 125. So 125 times 7. So 875. Let me know if I'm right. I'm going to leave all that in there so you can see how long it took me to figure that shit out. Yes, I'm a medical biller. I do math all day long every day. Doesn't mean I have to be quick at it. I use a calculator, guys. I'm going to finish this carrot. This is the last one. My fucking camera is overheating. Whoa. I'm getting back into carrots. I don't know why. I realize I go through phases of food. Like, for a month, I'll be super into avocados, you know? For another month, I'll be super into smoothies. Next month, I'll be like, fuck avocados, fuck smoothies. I'm all about, what else have I gone through? Turkey sandwiches. I mean, let me think about this. Eggs. Sometimes I get in an egg mode where I always want to have like an omelet for breakfast, or like 2 eggs and some toast or something for breakfast. What else, man? Oh, salmon. Sometimes I get on salmon kicks where like 4 nights a week I'll have salmon. I don't know if that's good for you. I know you're supposed to have salmon like a lot, or fish a lot, but maybe not 4 nights a week. I'll go on shrimp. Like, it's just, but then the days or the months that I'm like into one thing, like say the month I'm doing avocado, I'm like, man, I want avocado, I want everything. I want to put it in my salad, like in chunks. I want to spread it on my, sandwich. I just like won't be into other things. Oh yeah, tuna is another one. I went through about 2-3 months where I was like, I love tuna, and I had it every day for lunch pretty much. So yeah, the times where I have an obsession like that, I'm not as into other foods. Like right now, I'm just getting back into avocados, just getting back into carrots. Not quite back into hummus yet. Man, I was into hummus for the longest time. Right now I'm going through I think my most recent one was the burger phase. I think I was craving a burger, so I bought those meat patties and did burgers like 4 times in the course of 3 weeks probably, so yeah, maybe even 2 weeks. Yeah, I probably did it like twice a week for a couple weeks. Yeah, I got burnt out on that. I couldn't even really tell you what kind of phase I'm in right now. Pasta, maybe? I do this shrimp pesto cream pasta. It's so good, and it's not even that many calories, you guys. When I have 2 ounces of pasta and 10 jumbo shrimp with the pesto, the cream, and the little cheese powder that I use, which I do 2 tablespoons of each of those, it comes out to be like 650 calories. Maybe not even that if I do the 2 ounces. Sometimes I'll do 3 ounces of pasta if I want it more pasta-y. Yeah, it's not that bad. Should I have one more? Yeah, I should have one more. So good. Man. I'm full. I'm too full. Can't. That was amazing. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. It's not really a recipe, but I hope you try cooking your own chicken wings at home, because it's so much better than anywhere else, and you can make it healthier. Because who knows what type of oil they probably deep fry. Even if they're not breading their chicken wings, they're probably still deep frying them, So, no fuck with that. Alright guys, it was great seeing you today. Merry Christmas, because I don't think I'll see you again until next Monday, so that'll be the day after Christmas. So Merry Christmas if you guys celebrate, and yeah, I don't know, I hope you have a great holiday. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Throw me a comment down below. I'd love to see you guys' comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you very, very soon. Peace out.